The film 20 Days in Mariupol tells the story of the first 20 days of the siege of Mariupol, starting with the 24th of February, which is a beginning of the full-scale Russia's invasion in Ukraine, which actually started in 2014, but a full-scale, right, began in 24th of February 2022. And the siege of Mariupol itself is 86 days, lasted 86 days. We, our team of journalists, went in the night of 23rd, so just like 1 hour, we arrived 1 hour before the invasion started, before the bombs started to fall, and famous speech of Vladimir Putin announcing the invasion, and we stayed there until 15th of March, documenting everything we could. And we broke out of the siege after 20 days, and the siege continued. And the thing is that these 20 days are very symbolic. The Mariupol itself as a city is a very symbolic. It's very symbolic for Russia. It was important strategically for Russia to take, and it's symbolic for Ukraine because it's a symbol of a resistance. The city was holding for 86 days and without any help, and an estimate of 25,000 people died, but their number could be more. So I feel like telling the story of the city is actually telling much more. It tells more about how Russia attacks the Ukrainian cities, how they deal with the civilians, and what is the Ukrainian population going through right now. So it is 20 days, first 20 days of an invasion, but in fact there was day 25 or 30, and now it's almost a year since the invasion started. So it's not in the past. It's not a film about the past. It's a film about the present. I think it is devastating for every Ukrainian, for sure. As journalists, we are journalists and filmmakers, right? We are privileged in some way because not only it's our choice to try to tell these stories of our community, but also there is a sense of purpose in what we do. We try to make a difference, or just at least try to make a historical record of possible war crimes, of atrocities, of murder, so of the destruction. So I could just only imagine how is that, and that's what I'm trying to convey in the film for the audience, how just residents, how Ukrainians feel when they question why, when Marina Yatsko is losing her child, Kirill, and we see that in the film, she's asking why. So that question, I keep asking myself why, and all Ukrainians are asking themselves why, and there is no answer. That's the most terrifying thing, when this suffering has no purpose, it has no meaning. During the siege, I've been able to send only a tiny fraction of what I filmed. Yes, those were the most important shots, but again, usually the international audience sees these images in a very for a brief moment, for 30 seconds or a minute, mostly with some kind of a broader context of a general news. So there is no way for them to know more or to go deeper. And this film is an attempt to give more context on not only on how journalists work, but most importantly on on the stories of these people, right? So it's just not, you don't just see a crying mother. You know what she feels, and you are with these parents, you are with these people who are just in panic because they don't have connection, they don't have electricity. I'm happy that I'm happy that this film is premiering at the Sundance, and I'm happy that this film is premiering in U.S. And the thing is that in this way it would reach broader audience, and this audience will have more context on what is going on. And again, what we see in a film is not something that happened and over. What we see in a film is just happening right now, today as we speak. Other city gets destroyed, Bakhmut gets destroyed, Soledar got destroyed just a week ago. So yes, I do hope international audiences, it will reach international audience. I do hope it will reach a US audience, and I do hope it will reach a Ukrainian and Russian audience as well. That is one of the missions too. A part of that, even if it doesn't, okay, well, let's say it doesn't reach all those audiences, it's still gonna be there as a record, as a historical record of potential war crimes. And when people would want to look back, and those people who don't want to see this right now, there will be always possibility for them to do it later, to understand more what have been done.